bullying cases are so annoying because sometimes you just see some kids, they don't have any problem. The only problem they have is that their parents are not doting on them, and because of that they will like try to like make everybody's like life miserable. Hi guys, welcome to the channel, welcome back, welcome if you are new. It's been a while guys, I've been gone for a while. I took like the whole month of Ramadan off and I've been like slowly trying to get back into making videos. Anyways, today we're going to talk about study group. Guys, that movie was an experience, it was an adventure. I really enjoyed it. I almost did not watch it, but I really enjoyed it. I was talking about not watching it because I really don't like shows like this. I really don't like shows about like bullying and stuff because it's really like it like pulls my heartstrings. It just makes me feel sad that there are kids somewhere in the world like going through this, and that there are kids somewhere in the world who are like just this evil for like no reason. Because I feel like bullying cases are so annoying because sometimes you just see some kids, they don't have any problem. The only problem they have is that their parents are not doting on them, and because of that they will like try to like make everybody's like life miserable. I do not like play with that at all. I watched The Glory. I watched Week Hero Class 1, and I'm going to also watch Week Hero Class 2. But the other ones I like just try to watch them, like Pyramid Game. I think there are these like similar ones. I was like, you know what, I'll just take a break. I never saw the group. I was like, oh, this guy, I'm going to watch it. But then I saw like a few like fun clips. I was like, oh, this seems more fun. So I appreciate the fact that it was like more, it wasn't more comedy oriented, but it was like a lot of comedy that I feel like the serious part can pass over you. You can just watch the comedy and just be happy. But it's not just that, it's just really annoying. Before we get right into it, consider leaving a like, guys. Consider subscribing, leave a comment, and then let's go. But talking about study group, something that stood out, like that seemed like a whole different problem in study group, was like the adults in this in this like instance, these adults, the thugs and stuff, using the kids to like cover up their crime so that the kids, they just have to go to juvie because they are young, and then you can come back and become a certified thug gang member. I don't know. And I feel like the kids, that seemed like a very good option for them because of like what they've heard, what like they've been going through. We see these teachers who don't care. These teachers who probably keep telling them, you guys are never going to make it anyways. The society that already seen kids from that school as people who are probably not even going to make it anyway. So like to them that's like a really like that's the best option. And it's just so sad. And those adults, that piano's dad, I mean, I was about to say is he a gangster, but yes, he's a gangster. So I guess that's it. I also like the fact that they did not, I should say they did not like fully give us like a backstory that kind of justifies Piano, because Piano is just, I don't know, his father is a gangster, so what? Does that mean he should be a gangster? If he wants to be a gangster, he should wait a little bit. Why is he being a gangster and I just go and stressing everybody? Because it's such a manipulative asshole. Even though he's like an high school kid, a high school kid, whatever, very manipulative. He's like turning everybody's life upside down just for the fun of it, just for him to sit down like scroll on his tab on or whatnot. I was so pissed at him because for a long time we not even seen like get into fight, and I was like, I'll be so pissed if I find out that this guy can't even fight. If I find out he's just like annoying. But then they satisfied us in the last episode with the fight, and I was like, okay, okay, I guess that's that's okay. But like, it's so funny the how the guy was just trying to make a study group, and apparently that's a problem. I think the whole premise of that is actually so funny. Speaking of the adults, like I really thought of like Gamin's mom, and I blame her a little bit, or should I say a lot, but because Gamin, when we found out that he actually like his father is like some kind of genius, and his mom, even though she's not like a genius, she's like very outstanding and all, and everybody just expect him to to just be smart because his father is a genius, and he realized from like a really young age that he's not that smart. And think about it, he must have been trying from like a really young age to just be like good at studying, just because he does, like he would be like so embarrassed for people to find out that his father is a genius and this is just like who he is. And his mother, even though some people appreciate parents who like just let you do your thing, but it was like she did not even trust him, she never expect him to be able to like be good, and she just like has like zero expectation for him, which in his own story is like very discouraging because I feel like he would have wanted his mom to be like, just try better. I'll get you this. I'll get you that. In her defense, she did try because she did get him the tutor, but there were like things that she could have done, where she's just like, I told you you don't have to go to college, but he wants to go to college. He wants to be able to do it himself. Like, and then we have his friend's dad who was like, why are you trying to go to school? Is school going to like pay our bills? It's true, is school going to solve our problem? And he's like, a very big asshole because he's abusing his kid both emotionally and physically. And he's like, your mom, the debts that your mom left. I love the fact that he said to him, wasn't she your wife before she was my mom? Like, excuse me, you married that woman. Like, what's the kid supposed to do? And I mean, at the end of the day, it seemed a little because there was the part where he, like defended him when the people at his job were like calling him like a thug and stuff. And at the end of the day, he did like just chilled and let his son go back to school when the boy said, just let me finish this, just let me get to college or get a job. I will know work part time and all. So I feel like that's like a little bit redeemable of him, but still, he's a very toxic father. Like, hell no. And I said, I found this so funny. The homeroom teacher, is it just me or did she just allow a bunch of kids to save her? You guys, multiple occasions, she just like let's she's trying, but she's not doing anything. It's the kids that are just saving her, which is like I'm not blaming her because I feel like no, that's the whole point. But that's so funny when they were like trying to like get away at the end when they were like fighting piano and stuff when it was like about they were about to like report to the police and all where she was supposed to run away with the recording. Like she ran away with the recording and just left the kids to like fight. When they were in the coffee shop, like even Gamin's mom had to like stand up and fight. She was just like, oops, save me. Like, excuse me, mom, we are the adults in this situation. That part is so funny. And speaking of Ingami, I I really feel bad for him because at the ending when they asked him, so like now they were like preparing for like union or like what do you want to do? Like what do you want to study? He said he wants to be good at studying. Like he must have spent so long just trying to be good at studying that I feel like he doesn't even know why he's doing it and like there's no point like he doesn't even know what he wants to study in university, he just wants to go to university. That's like so sad. And the saddest part is how like bad he is at studying. I mean, saying somebody's bad at studying is even like I feel like it sounds weird, but like no, I just no, I respect him because it cannot be me, can never be me. The moment I don't know, like 2 terms or 2 semesters, I come last, I'm giving up. I'm giving up on school and I'm just like sticking with like coming last. I'm not even going to try anymore or something like that because he's trying so hard and it's just bad. And I feel like I personally think it was easy to pick up like why it was so bad because of because he was studying. He was just studying like he was just reading like he was reading mathematics like he was writing like words and letters and stories down in mathematics class like that just shows how like bad you are. And I feel like it's because he's too busy focusing on like being good that he's not focusing on like how to read and stuff like that. And even though they didn't show us like deeply how the study group like helped them to read, at least at the end of the day there was like a bit of like improve. I'm so happy they did not like let us find out that he's miraculously smart person because he's not. His body is smart, his moves are smart and sharp and whatnot, but like when it comes to like mathematics and stuff, I don't think he's that good. And honestly, those three, those three musketeers that keep like carrying rumors up and down, that keep adding like MSG, Maggie, and salt in their stories. I respect them. But I like the version of the story that they get out. It makes things like more fun. And I really like the fights in this. I think the fights are like one of the most like interesting things in the show because they were so funny. The choreographies, like the scenes were so funny. The scene where he was fighting the guy that came to like to the library to like fight with him and he didn't even know he was fighting that guy. I'm still curious. Does he really not know that he was fighting the guy? Or is he just playing like clueless? Because that was crazy. And then we have June. Oh my god. June is such an interesting character. Like it's so funny. And I also like the fact that June wasn't like the exact opposite of him, meaning that June was like very smart and he just wasn't good at fighting. He wasn't that smart. So he's just a kid trying to survive. So I really like that. I really like that aspect. I really like the fact that he has like red hair just to be like intimidating, and he's like, nope, yeah, he's not intimidating. He's like even intimidated by Jiwon, so that is so funny. And speaking of Jiwon, I think I know we didn't really like get deep into our story, but like I think our story was also like really interesting. I really like the when like they all like left the study group and all, and they were trying to get it back, and everyone went to talk to her at a part-time job, and everyone was like, "Aren't you going to go to college?" And she's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Seriously, we're going to go to college? Go on, what's it called? Go on blind dates, go on group dates." I like that. That's like that's their point. That's their motivation. We have to go on this group blind date that we already get to go in college and stuff. And she was like, "So what am I going to do? Tell them about how poor I am. Now I'm struggling to do this, and I'm struggling to do that." And I like how our response was like, "If you have to, then yes." Because then the person realize how strong you are, how resilient you are, how like smart you are, and how responsible you are. And like, she just plays that so much. And I think that was what she needed to hear. Like, and you don't have to, like, there's nothing wrong with you the way you are. And at least maybe his brother would like realize how annoying he is, and like get his life together, because at the end of the day she really cares for him. Not even at the end of the day, from the beginning of the day it was obvious she cares for him, even though slapping him was part of it. And speaking of Seon, Seon is like so cute. I noticed this thing. I was like, it seemed like a whole different person from like episode one to like episode two. From episode one, for some reason I thought it was like quite tough, quite like But the moment we became friends with Gami, it just seemed like such a cutie pie. Like that was so cute. And then in with A1, the cutest. They were so cute. No. They were so cute together. I don't understand. Like I don't know why they were so cute together. They were so cute together. And then A1, she's so cute on her own. Am I saying her name right? I've forgotten the name. She was so cute on her own. Honestly, she's just a really cute character. And I really like the ending when she like, went to like bring the old school to fight for them, or like everybody that they know. She was like standing in front of them like, oh yes, like that was so cool. And when they went to like the gang headquarters to like get the mother upon to save this blonde guy, and then she and the guy I just forgot his name, and they came with their plastic chairs and like something covered as like shield, like seriously, seriously, that you guys saying they are the freaking cutest. I know there was like no romance, but like if there's going to be a season, so I hope they like let us explore the romance. That was so nice. And speaking of the gangs and all, the blonde, the blonde guy that almost had to go to jail, like that part was like so like disturbing. The fact that they took his little like study part, took it away from him, and gave him a business card as his name as a gang member. And all. It was like they literally took away his book to give him like I don't know a weapon, because at the end of the day, there's going to be a weapon. I'm so glad he like put himself first, especially thinking about his grandfather and all. And you could see that most of these kids, it's just like the circumstance, it's just the situation that they've met themselves, that they've gotten into, that makes it like hard for them. And I don't know, it's just and half of these movies, or all these movies, you never see like. I really hope we can get a K drama of like bullies getting reformed or something, or bullies like just like maybe someone that's a bully in real life will watch it and like get reformed, because all of these movies they just show you how like you can never win against these bullies. Because look at Wiki Hero Class 1. I thought the moment the guy was fighting back they would like be bored and move on to the next person, but apparently that just makes them more competitive. So I find it like hard to like vibe with like bullying like movies. At the end of the day, I end up thinking about it too seriously. But on the side note, something else I really enjoyed seeing was when Seon and Hewon were like, they were going somewhere and they met the bullies from school, and Seon felt really embarrassed in front of Hewon because that's his girl and he couldn't do anything. And I feel like at that point you could see how it was like something they had already shown us something else that just showed that was leading up to the fact that it was starting to feel like inferior to Gamin. And then when he like ran away from home and he was walking around and then met this bully again, I really love how Gami like took care of it, how we helped him to like take care of the situation, take control, so that it doesn't feel like, so that he can, get a bit of his like self back. Because I feel like that was all it took. All giving like punching the bully, just one punch was enough for him to like, feel a bit of power, a bit of empowerment, and that was really nice. And that was really nice. And I like the ending, even though you guys they stressed me. I knew they were going to win. I mean, they had to win, but they beat them up. You guys, let's be serious. They beat the shit out of them. Even Piano beat the L out of Gamin, and like June got beat up so bad by his friends. But when he beat his friends, but I think that was like the one of the fights scene that actually like when they say I'm going to give you the beating of your life, that was what he gave his friend. He beat the guy up like seriously. He beat him up like seriously. That was like a really good scene. And I love seeing the blonde guy and Jiwon work together. Love seeing that Seon was also like, taking lessons from Gami's mom, and it took the beating well enough so that 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 metal ball guy can like, lose all his weapon and then he can give it to him. I really appreciate, and that metal ball guy is such, he can fight, but he's such a coward using weapons that people that are fighting you with hands. And piano and Gami's scene, okay. Nine tail fox, ooh. Anyways, I really, really enjoy watching the show, and I really like how it ended with the kid just like going back to studying, meaning that it's not that big deal. It wasn't like the world was going to change all of a sudden. And I hope in season 2 we get something like that, because we've heard from the manga readers that there might be season 2, and because we know that, why can't I remember his name? The motorcycle guy whose mom actually got killed because of Piano and his gang. He's still angry. He's still like out for revenge. So I don't know how that is going to go. And is Yungamin going to be in season 2? And are we going to have to wait for Minyok to come back from military or what? But really I love the cast. I love the characters. I think they all did so well. And A1, she was so cute. When people kept saying, "Oh, I think she was in Business Proposal," I was like, "Business Proposal, where? How?" And then I watched Business Proposal again recently, and I saw, and I was like, "Oh my god, she was so cute there too." But in study group, she was thinking cute. But anyways, thanks for coming to my yap session. Can't wait for Week Hero Class 2. I think it's time for me to watch Week Hero Class 1 again, just refresh the memory. And I don't know if I watch Week Hero Class 2 immediately, I'll like calm down. But if I calm down, I'm going to get spoiled. So we'll see. I'll try to like watch it and like say my thoughts on it before I, move on from it. Anyways, it was nice hanging out with you guys. Please leave a like, consider subscribing, and leave a comment. Bye. See you in the next video.